Salam sejahtera and very good day to my viewer. My name is Conway and matrix number of CN190189. This video is a presentation of my final year project proposal, which is guided by and supervised by Dr. Farahia binti Mustafa and Dr. Noraira binti Zamri as my co-supervisor. The title of my project is called Solar Powered IoT-based Flood Detector. Let me start out by listing out the content of my presentation. The content in my presentation includes introduction, literature review, methodology, simulation results, and conclusion. So on the introduction, because of flood is a natural disaster that is known worldwide and a problem which is a problem all around the world. So flood occurs most commonly when water from heavy rainfall, which usually exceeds the carrying capacity which is able to be carried by river system, lake or ocean. So I plan with the use of IoT, the information from sensors can be obtained easily and displayed to the user without having the need to be physically present in the targeted location. The water will be sensed by water level sensor. And the fourth, information regarding the presence of water will be sent and transferred to the cloud database, which will be allow the constant monitoring of by the user. Secondly, on the problem statement, because floods are dangerous and can cause disaster and lead to extensive mobility and mortality throughout the world, it is also considered a major threat to loss of human and animal lives and causes damages in properties such as buildings and infrastructure. This can bring huge economic loss towards the government and bring pathogens and diseases that causes microbial development. And thirdly, objectives. The objective of my project is to build an accurate first-hand information of local rivers or seawater levels powered by clean renewable energy. This means that this project will be powered by solar panel, and to develop an app user interface for monitoring purposes. This means that an app will be developed and to be used by users for the monitoring of seawater level. So the last one is to integrate software and hardware for the development of flood detector and validate the functional performance of the prototype system. The fourth is my scope. The solar power IoT flood detector is run using microcontroller of Arduino and liquid water level sensor. The ultrasonic sensor will be used to detect level of liquid water. And my flood detector uses LoRa transmitter and receiver by sending data through long ranges, and this can represent its IoT application. And the fourth is users are able to access the data collected from the sensor using self-owned Android devices. And now on the side of literature review, this system design is intended to function in specific locations such as a river or the sea and the ocean, because of with the combination of hardware and software and various components, it will serve specific purposes to accommodate the result that I will be using. So water level will be measured by sensor placed near it, and the solar power system is to be implemented to ensure that it never runs out of energy. And with the usage of wireless transmitted data, user's smartphone will have access to the latest flooding information that is received by the sensor and the system. Based on previous studies, which is the number one of the previous study is the GSM based flat data communication information system. An information system, this is the information system that is able to provide anticipation regarding the flood hazard, warnings, and flood monitoring system. When when the sensor starts detecting the rising of water, it will it will it will it will send an SMS to by using the GSM module and to send to the flood information system server, which will be monitoring by the user. And the base of the communication of this system is by using the GSM modem. Flood detection warning monitoring system. This system uses GPS to pinpoint the exact location of the flood and have a solenoid valve to discard the flowing of excessive water. And the third one is using the MC68HC11 microcontroller. This system uses water level sensors. When the sensor detects water, it will send from the water level sensor to converted into digital signal to be transmitted to the part receiver. The data in digital form will be processed, and the user will be able to monitor the data through the PC. And next one is the flood detection system with edge detection. And this uses the Sobel Canny edge detection system, which is the camera, which detects the water level by putting a floating orange ball or ping pong ball by using a camera to detect the presence of the ball, which means that when the ball is floating, it will when the ball is floating and the water rises, the ball is following the water level. Next one is flood detector using wireless sensor network with fuzzy logic. Using fuzzy logic is usage the XBS connector between the nodes, and the connection pass through a coordinator nodes gateway, which uploads the data to internet network after the node is connected. Then the sensor will read the data and send it to the server for processing. Next to the project comparison of all the project and past research by Dandy Setra, GSM-based flood detector, which I just explained just now. This system gains first-hand information, but it lacks of monitoring ability, which is only able to see a data once level is at warning stage. And second one is by ML Hardy. It's a good design and provide a solution to the flood with solenoid valve. However, but this is only applicable in cities because internet is needed every time. So the Zaina Zain using the basic flood detector system by MC68HC11 microcontroller. This controller is an old type of microcontroller and requires a really hard assembly language for programming purposes. And the fourth is by Janwa Ferry Irawan. This flood detector system with edge detector system. This is an interesting research using camera of Sobel Canny, but is impractical in real life usage because the ball is hard to maintain and might flow because of unbalanced state of water. The last one is the flood detector with wireless network and fuzzy logic. This research is interesting but is really costly to implement this research. And now to the part of methodology, which is the methodology of my project. This project is a combination of software and hardware that is being utilized in developing solar. The components used include Arduino UNO, LoRa transmitter and receiver, ultrasonic sensor, and ESp8266 Wi-Fi module. And on the software side, the usage of Proteus, Arduino IDE, and MIT App Inventor is used to complete this project. So this is the flowchart of the PSM1 process. Basically, it covers all the PSM1, the works that I've done during PSM1 and my progress throughout the whole semester. Next one is the system flowchart. System flowchart is basically covers the flow of my system, which assigning LoRa to the microcontroller and sending data towards the water level sensor, and by then send them to the LoRa transmitter to be sent out again to the receiver circuit and to be received by the LoRa receiver, which then uploads toward the result towards Ming cloud, and then user will be able to get data from LoRa transmitter, and so it is displayed on the Blink cloud platform. Next one is the system block diagram. This is basically the simpler version of my process, which contains ultrasonic sensor. When ultrasonic sensor sends the data, it will be sent towards the microcontroller of Arduino UNO to be sent to a LoRa transmitter. LoRa sending to the LoRa receiver and to the microcontroller. Then the ESP Wi-Fi module will send the data and will upload the data to the IoT cloud to be accessed by the user. This is the hardware that is planned to be used inside the system, which Arduino UNO, quantity of 2, Wi-Fi module 1, LoRa transceiver, 2 of the LoRa transceiver, and ultrasonic 1 unit. This is a software that is used with Blink, MIT App Inventor, Arduino, and Proteus X Professional. This is the circuit that is being designed using the Proteus software. This is the 3D layout that has been designed. As you can see that there's a solar panel on top of the whole system, and LoRa transmitter antenna on the front, and water level sensor on the front sticking out from the overall system. This is a simulation result using the Proteus and Arduino IDE. By adjusting the value of variable resistor, like in the system, there will be display of unit in the virtual terminal, indication the change of the distance using the ultrasonic sensor. Conclusion. So, by conclusion, the objective of solar power IoT based flood detector has been partially achieved in this semester. And research were done and the circuit is successfully constructed using Proteus software, and simulation results were successfully obtained. This is the Gantt chart for this sem of FYP1. And this is all from me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day.